And we are back with another customer victim interview. Back here at the GitHub Universe Conference 2024, where I have my amigo Corbin. Corbin, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Very good as well. Super excited and happy to have you here and to be sharing some of your experience of what is going on with you. But first of all, what's your full name? Because I didn't wanted to butcher it. And what do you do? Why are you here? And what's the deal? Why are you special?
Yeah. So my name is Corbin Crutchley. I am a staff front-end engineer, but recently I've been trying to start a developer education nonprofit called Playful Programming. I'm a GitHub star. I maintain a couple of open source projects. I help with Redux. I do some TanStack work. So altogether, it's about 20 million downloads a week on NPM that I have access to as a committer. And I'm just here to hang out and have a good time. Meet folks like him.
Oh wow, good time! And good time you do have. I was like, whoa, wait, that much? Oh wow. So, where to start? Okay. I have a feeling this is not your first GitHub Universe.
No, it's not. It's my second one.
Okay. And do you notice any difference from the last one to this one? What has changed?
It's a way bigger venue, much bigger. Last year was a little more confined, not so many people here. So it's interesting. We get to meet a lot more folks. We got to have more conversations and open up dialogues like this.
Great. And next question. So you're a GitHub star. Can you share a little bit about the experience, how to become one?
Yeah.
How did that happen to you? Were you bitten by a radioactive star or something like that?
Yeah. So the GitHub Star program is really interesting. You're first nominated by the general public. And I remember I got the email that you're nominated, and I was like, who? Like, who thought of me? You know, like kind of out of the blue, felt very random. And then after you're nominated by a certain number of people, which is unknown how many or who or whatnot, the GitHub team invites you to submit a form, which includes your contributions for the past calendar year. You fill that out, and then you are either accepted in the program or not. The idea of the program is that it's sort of an awards program. It helps celebrate and recognize the industry leaders, thought innovators, kind of the folks like that. So I don't know why I'm there, but, I'm having a good time either way. It's a wonderful program. Huge shout out to the GitHub team. They've been fantastic. They really absolutely understand what it takes to be a developer in the open source space.
It's I don't wonder why were you nominated after all the things that you shared. I'm like, what type of contributions do qualify as starhood or give you, or which ones were you doing?
So I have a book called the Framework Field Guide that teaches React, Angular, and Vue all at once for free. It's about 500 pages when printed, and it's online and interactive. So that's one of the ones that I had done recently. I've done something like 70, 80 blog posts outside of my book. And then a lot of pull requests across a bunch of different projects. So, anything that you're doing in the public eye counts.
Wow. I'm still amazed. I'm going to ask for the details. If I do my work well, you'll see the book address and information down here on the screen. And, tell me about some of the other projects that you're collaborating. Seems like you're doing quite a lot out there.
Yeah. Outside of Redux and TanStack, sorry, I'm also doing work with GIMP and Plop and Node Vibrant and a couple of others. Those are less maintained these days just because, you can only juggle so much at once. But I try to have my hands in a couple of different areas at the same time.
But I remember that we were at a discussion yesterday, and there were some that you started, and some other people started to pick up as well, right?
Right. So it's interesting. I collaborated with Tanner Lindsley on TanStack Form, and then was able to bring in other contributors. So now there's, I think, 6 contributors and maintainers on TanStack Form, which is an incredible experience to be working with a team on an open source project.
And were those like you asked people, invited them, or they started just showing up and like, hey, can I help?
It's more the latter. A lot of people kind of wanted to help, and they ended up being good contributors. One of the people, Leonardo, is another GitHub star, and he made content for us originally. He made YouTube videos about TanStack Form, and it was so good that after he made a single pull request of, I think it was some typo or something small, I was like, hey dude, you have got to come help us. You know, your content is so good that it's bringing people to our platform. We'd love to have you as an actual maintainer. So it just goes to show, like, if you're wanting to get involved in open source, you can do that with design, you can do that with content, you can, like, it doesn't just have to be pure pull requests to the project. There's a lot of things you can do, community outreach, management, like there's a lot you can do in open source that isn't just pure code.
Wow, you're inspiring as well, because I mean here mostly content and few things here and there, but I have an opportunity, right? Everybody that does something towards open source may have an opportunity.
Absolutely, yeah. No, and what you're doing here, even just bringing more exposure and having conversations with people, you never know who you could impact. I've had a couple people tell me that they are familiar with some of my work, and it's always just such an inspiration for me to know that you're able to make an impact on others when you think you're just in your room coding and having a fun hobby, you know?
Yeah, being in the basement, just typing and adding code, and not saying that you're in the basement, I don't know.
No, I definitely am.
Well, basements are cool, I don't know. But no, that's awesome, and the opportunities and capabilities on how one can collaborate. Don't feel like if you don't do anything like super high hackerman special coding, you're out of this. You can collaborate, you can contribute, and you have the example here, very, very lively. But dude, I have a feeling that it's kind of hard to. You almost have to. I have to tie you to not to be doing stuff like you're doing so many things. Any other thing that you may want to add that you're playing around?
Honestly, I've been working more on my book trilogy, right? So I mentioned that the first book is out, but it's actually part 1 of 3, with a fourth book that's kind of be a side piece to it. So the trilogy is all about React, Angular, and Vue. The first book is about fundamentals, so just the like no other APIs, no npm install outside of the frameworks. The second book is all the ecosystem tools, so Nuxt and Next.js and all the, you know, everything that you npm install. And then the third book is rewriting the frameworks from scratch. So learning how the internals of React, Angular, and Vue work. And then the fourth book, which is like a side piece, is...
Wait, you said trilogy.
What? Yes. Those are the first 3 books. I'm almost halfway through the second book. And then the fourth book is kind of like it's going to be a smaller one, so I don't know if I'm even going to call it a book, but it's all about accessibility. How do you take your interactive applications and make them accessible to keyboard users, blind users, you know, like, how do you make it useful for everyone?
Oh, wow. I have a lot to read, it seems like. I'm going to be checking it out. And, well, Corbin, just to wrap up, for the people that want to get in touch, follow up with all the awesome things that you're doing, where can people find you?
Yeah, so I'm at Crutchcorn on Blue Sky and Twitter. You can join us on our Discord if you go to playfulprogramming.com. There's a little join our Discord link right there, so you can literally have a chit chat with me. I jump in voice calls all the time. We do a weekly book club where we read articles about tech and talk about it. So if you find me, let me know.
I may crash on those. And your GitHub handle?
Crutchcorn, Crutchcorn.
Excellent. And last words, any recommendation to the audience? Anything that you want to give back to the world?
You can do it. Like, legitimately. Like, I have some mental health challenges. I have a lot of things that held me back early on, and I've been very fortunate to get in the industry, and I know how it feels to be in that early stage of your career not knowing whether you're able to make it in the industry or not. You can do it. There are resources out there. Reach out for help, but know that you are not alone and that you can accomplish your dreams.
Oh, wow. That's a beautiful message. I didn't know. I share as well some no challenges, special gifts. Because definitely, I have a feeling that's also what potentiates you to do all that you're doing. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, amigo Cullen, such a pleasure. Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. And there you have it, everyone. Awesome. I'm mind blown. Wow. And if I am lucky, I'll be bringing more, and we will edit more interviews. So for now, Leandro and Corbin out, and adios.
Bye-bye.
Take care.